Hey, this is Tobin at Virtual Storefronts, and I'm here to talk about kind of like universal human principles and how they apply to technology. Because here at Virtual Storefronts, we just look at technology as the new ecosystem that we work and live in. And what we're doing is carving out a space for human beings to work in it and make it work for humans, as opposed to the ongoing, we work for Windows, we work for Microsoft because whenever our computer wants something, we have to jump, or we work for Facebook by entertainment. What we're doing is we're looking at how can we take universal human principles and apply them to technology to make technology work better for us. And today I'm going to talk about many hands make light work. That particular phrase that you're probably familiar with. It's the idea is that it's about teamwork, it's about working together, and it's about making things happen faster, easier, and more effectively when everyone pitches in. So this is Sunday night. It's November 19th today. This may come out in a week or whatever, but right now it's November 19th. Yesterday, November 18th, was Christmas on Main Street, which is a major community effort. I'm going to go ahead and share some pictures of that. This is Bill Anderson and his wife, Linny. He has a company that organizes expositions. This is one of his kind of portfolio pieces, I assume, where he organizes this with a team, also Terry Gribble and a bunch of other people. Nancy Purser at Nancy's Treasures, who is also on Virtual Storefronts, and Terry's from Andrews UMC, the church that I go to. This is a major community event, and it was a huge success yesterday. The reason it's a success is because everyone can pitch in. This took months of planning, and it's only possible because many hands make light work, even though a lot of these people did some heavy lifting too. So, but there you have it. So that's Bill and his wife. And then this is myself with Ray in the middle. And then that's Jason at Honeybug Barbecue, who came by and got his hat. And we have his star written out in front here. There I am with Carmen, my next door neighbor, about a year ago. She's awesome, loves cats. All right. And then this is the funny to my lawyer gift. So we're offering gift subscriptions of Virtual Storefronts right now. You can go to the .co, virtualstorefronts.co, and you can get a gift for $199 and give it to your grandson or whoever, your granddaughter or anyone that you know that has a business. You can literally gift them a virtual storefront now, just for the holiday season. And then these are our neighbors at virtual. This was the Virtual Storefronts 10 is where we're standing. And then this is Lemonade. And this is Jennifer and Lloyd Cash, who are he's a pilot for MedVac Air or Med Air Vac, or one of the affiliated companies that's all over the country. And what they do is they evacuate people when there's a medical emergency in rural areas like Andrews, where if you're in an ambulance, you could die on the way. Time matters. So, and she is a nurse for that. And they're married and very happy, cool people who are making awesome lemonade and selling so much lemonade all day long. They had foot traffic. They had a line for 5 hours straight. Anyway, great people. And her caramel apples are outstanding. So, we were talking actually about their service, which both Ray and I subscribe to. It's about $100 a year to make sure that your household gets insured, so that if there's an emergency and you're evacuated in a helicopter, you don't have to pay for that trip. It's insurance against paying out of the pocket. She actually came, I asked them how much it is out of pocket for a helicopter trip, and she said basically it's about $45,000. So if you needed to be evacuated in a helicopter at this point and you did not have this insurance, it could cost you $45,000 to have these good people who are very talented. He's a Marine, a vet. And so these people who are very talented take care of you is going to cost a ton of money. But because many hands make light work, they are I can get airlifted out of Andrews and pay $100 for a whole year of that, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. So that was just an amazing case in point, and how this kind of came to mind this weekend, and why I'm doing this today, the day after. This is Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday that we're looking at here, and right now it's Sunday. So there you have it. Some more shots of our lovely town, which is a mountain valley town in north. It's 2 hours north of Atlanta. It's the very westernmost county. There's you might have heard there's a smaller Harrah's Cherokee casino here that's actually getting a lot bigger. A lot of people from Atlanta come up to that, but Andrews has had a kind of a resurgence, and it's due to a lot of work on the Chamber of Commerce's part, a lot of work for organizers and whatnot. But this is really quite a success. This is the largest number of people in this town since the eclipse, which was the big event. So that's many people making easy work. Now I want to talk about what that means for virtual storefronts. Interestingly enough, this billboard mock-up, which I made with this program called Mockupper, which is a free mock-up program. I recommend it if you want to do mock-ups like this, or mock-ups in technology, screens. It's free. It's easy to use. I created this mock-up earlier this week before having a conversation with a business professor in a major city who's talking about partnering with virtual storefronts in terms of counseling local businesses that need a boost in terms of growing sales and just like a marketing boost, partnering with virtual storefronts and economic development organizations in order to bring our solution to local businesses in a major city. So interestingly enough, I did this mock-up like Monday or Tuesday of this week, and was contacted by this man Wednesday of this week. It was his it's his idea to do this. And interestingly enough, this mock-up is in a major city. I'm not sure. I think that's the MetLife building. I guess that would be New York City. So I made this mock-up, saying our mission is to make downtown as searchable as Walmart or Amazon, as kind of an illustration of what our goal is, so that when you type in what it is you're looking for, the virtual storefront comes up as a result, or it comes up in places, Google's kind of algorithm. The idea essentially is that all the businesses are indexed with the keyword list, and virtual storefronts pops up where there wouldn't be a result otherwise. This is the innovate. What we don't want is to type in something that a local business has, and only Walmart, Walgreens, Amazon, shoe stores, online retailers coming up for that solution when we have that solution locally. So our goal is all of these businesses working together, so that when you type in biscuits and you're looking for biscuits in Andrews, Maria's, which is one of our customers, is number one. And then down here, it's virtual storefronts is indicating that Cups and Cones Cafe has that. So if we go to their storefront and we look in here, we see that biscuits and biscuits and gravy are keywords. So we're telling Google that business has that, so that when the search is done, people who are local have that local option. And back to our mission is that if we index all of these businesses and all of the things these businesses have, we have the opportunity to work together because if you see right here, it says 11,783 items. What we have is a completely unique scenario here where these businesses can opt in and index what they have. So you're joining together to create, many hands are joining together to create a very valuable opt-in database that is not, that's authentic data, right? So it's a collaborative effort, unlike other listings that are just automatically generated at Yelp or Google or these other places. These listings are working with the business to create a real snapshot of authentic data. And all together, we have 11,783 items. Now, what's happening is these search terms are being indexed so that when we search for these items in our area, Google is looking at virtual storefronts for information because we have a tremendous amount of authentic data. This is different than search engine optimization, which is kind of like gaming the system, trying to figure out how to make my little tiny website that's sitting in the ocean of the internet stand out. And to not say that that isn't an effective tool, it's just that it's something that's, if you just saw my AdWords video, I highly recommend you watch that. It's a highly technical process for local businesses to engage in. What we do is we sidestep that technical process and instead just provide authentic data so that you don't have to think about it. And many hands make light work, because when you open these storefronts up, you'll see that these keywords and these keywords up here are working to send, what they're doing is they're creating a resource to teach Google about businesses Google doesn't know anything about, has very little information about the details of what's inside that store. Google is like the yellow pages from last century. It knows the category. It doesn't know that sunglasses are available here at Rain Boutique, but it does now because we taught Google that. You know, it doesn't know that throw pillows are available at Rare Bird Emporium in Murphy until we teach Google that. So our vision again is to simply index all of this stuff, work together to become a very robust database, make it very easy lifting. And that's why it's $199 to join, because together it's easy lifting. It's like $100 a year to get a $45,000 air evacuation on a helicopter with a real pro team, because everyone's participating in it. It's much less expensive. And that's why our costs are so low. We're not trying to target, we're not SEM Rush, we're not Google, we're not trying to just target one business at a time. We're not looking at it in a scarcity mentality. We're looking at it in abundance mentality, where all of your local businesses have valuable data that Google wants. So why don't we give Google what it wants, that data, and at the same time build a database that's unrivaled about what's available online, so that we can make downtown and all surrounding and strip malls like this that I'm in right now in Andrews as searchable as possible. Light hands make, many hands make light work. And that's a universal principle. And we're not gaming the system. We're simply informing, we're teaching Google. It's search engine teaching, not search engine manipulation and manipulation, or, configuration and tweaking, constant tweaking. It's like just giving authentic data. And you're part of that when you're on virtual storefronts, making the group much bigger and more authentic and a better resource. And it costs $199 a year. So that's how it works. Let me stop the share and say sign off. So many hands. And then we have a live feed that the more people that participate, the more useful it is, and it's all automated. So the idea is take that uniqueness of your business, which is so hard to manage, and Google says make a website, and it's so much work that you don't need, and take that uniqueness and make it an advantage, make it a live database of hundreds of thousands of keywords that informs Google what's available in a way that Google has never been informed before. There you have it. So that's kind of our strategy. Our strategy isn't to like game the system. Our strategy is to inform the system what's available so that the system can then make you a search result. That's today's TMI. That's Technology Market Insights. With me, Tobin. I am the founder and CEO at Virtual Storefronts. Follow us on YouTube or any social channel that you follow. We're there. Just search for Virtual Storefronts. It's usually our username as well. Coming up soon, our podcast, a couple of podcasts with Independent Minds, a podcast with Marketing Counts. There's going to be more podcasts, and there'll be more guests on here explaining what it is we do, because it's not terribly complicated, but it is revolutionary because it's not like part of the $40 billion SEO industry of like, tweaking this and that on your own personal website. It's much easier than that. And there's no work involved. And it's kind of mind blowing for most people, but we want to acclimate you to our philosophy and our technique so that you're comfortable participating and being part of this revolutionary technology that is putting Main Street online. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer them. Follow us all the time. And I hope that you're tracking our story and that you'll participate. Have a great Thanksgiving. If I don't talk to you, this could come out after Thanksgiving. So if it's after Thanksgiving, then I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday season. This is Tobin at Virtual Storefronts. Until next time, let's keep putting Main Street online.